What is up, everybody, and welcome back to my channel once again. Actually, I screwed up the intro there for a quick second. It's actually what is up, squids, and welcome back to my channel once again. If you've never viewed my channel, well, basically, I like to call my fan base, all 7 of them, squids, and whoever else actually watches my videos and doesn't subscribe, like, or comment, or whatever. But I like to call the people that watch my videos squids. Why I call them squids? Because of Squiddy. Squiddy. And I'm also a huge fan of Splatoon. Great game. Really check it out. But anyway, you guys are actually here to watch another video. And it's something I haven't done in God knows how long. This video is going to be Fictional Reality. Now, this series I started back roughly about a month and a half ago. And I started off with Slender Man, talking about the differences between the reality and the fictional, and how, because of modern day society, those two have merged together. And really, anything that's fictional is reality now. But today I bring you guys another huge creepy pasta, and that is Jeff the Killer. Jeff the Killer, oh yeah, and you may be wondering why I'm looking over to this side of the screen, is because I have it on a split screen, so here's the web page and here is my camera, so I automatically start looking at the camera, to make sure the glare's not my glasses. Anyway, so Jeff the Killer. He's originally 4chan creepypasta YouTube. Basically, he just came out of nowhere. And there was a whole story written about him on creepypasta. But let's delve a little bit into the backstory about who Jeff the Killer is. His actual name is Jeffrey Jeff Woods. Name's not really official, but either way, most people just basically call him Jeff. Or Jeffy, or Jeffy, or Jeffy, or Jeffrey, or whatever. Anyway, he's most known as Jeff the Killer. His most popular catchphrases are "Go to sleep," "Aren't I beautiful, mommy?" Actually, that's only canon to the. It's only canon really to the story, the original story. And also kind of losing his mind. But Jeff the Killer is up there with the most famous creepypastas, along with Slenderman, Smile Dog, The Rake, whatever. But let's delve a little bit into his backstory. And I have his webpage right here pulled up. The official creepypasta wiki, which is actually called Villains Wiki. If you ever need to look up something, and this is not a advertisement or anything for this website, I'm not being paid by them. I just randomly stumbled upon this website, and I'm going off of everything here because I cannot remember everything off the top of my head. I'm sorry, you guys. But anyway, the backstory is basically he's a young 13-year-old boy. He's living with his family and his younger brother, Randy. No, Randy was one of the villains. My apologies. And basically, he starts getting bullied by these kids named Randy, Keith, and Troy. Well, it keeps going on like this and going on and going on and going on until finally the end of the story basically is the birth of Jeff the Killer, which it all goes down to the birthday party, and the bullies throw, what is it, grease or acid on him. I don't know how they got hot grease or acid. Yeah. But either way, he became horribly disfigured. And he lost his lips, his nose basically, bleh, and he became overly pale, his eyes blackened. Basically, his lips singed off to where you see mainly just his teeth. For some reason, his hair turned black. Go figure. But either way, So he gets home from the hospital, they remove his bandages, everything like that, and he proceeds to cut off his eyelids to never fall asleep. Yeah. Also, basically, he proceeds to kill his family, very horribly. Yeah. It was personally one of my favorite creepypastas for a while until I heard about Slender Man and all the different varieties you can get with him. But Jeff the Killer is more of a realistic creepypasta because there have been serial killers all throughout the world and all throughout history. So this is the story that makes it so much more real to the world, and that's why it's kind of slow. It's very quickly and it's kind of died down a little bit, but still there, bordering on fiction and reality. I can see somebody doing something stupid and trying to kill somebody in the name of Jeff or something. But either way, let's look at the origin and creations. On October 3rd, 2008, a YouTuber named Sansor, I'm so sorry if I'm mispronouncing that name. Let me know in the comment section. Anyway, uploaded the video called Jeff the Killer Origin Story. As the video populated across the internet, multiple people added Jeff the Killer to creepypasta stories, transforming him into an much different character. Misspelling. Despite that, even up to now, people go to the video and comment about it. Censor claims he is Jeff the Killer and that every internet sensation about Jeff the Killer is fake, including the famous story. He denies Jeff being in an incident with bleach. Oh, it was bleach and vodka that burned off all his skin. So don't play with bleach. Instead, he asserts that Jeff was hauling a gallon of acid into his bathroom to clean out his bathtub, but slipped on a bar of soap, at which acid spilled all over his face, and he was taken to a hospital due to the neighbors hearing his cries. What? This is the first... Okay, this is the first time I'm hearing about this origin story. This dude's got a messed up head. I mean, it's good, it's original, but he's got a messed up head. Multiple fans wonder... I'm basically reading an article, reading off the website itself right now. Multiple fans wonder where the face had come from until some of the 4chan users remembered a suicide of a young woman named Katie Robinson, who killed herself due to being cyberbullied. Her face was allegedly photoshopped, and then she killed herself over it. Not many people saw the picture before it was removed, but some claim the picture was the infamous Jeff the Killer image, or at least the early photoshopped version of Jeff. Censor states that the picture is not photoshopped and is instead a latex mask that had its picture taken in late 2007. While it is unknown who Censor really is, it is speculated that he is involved in Katie Robinson's death. However, Censor insists his involvement with Robinson's suicide are just uninformed rumors. That actually brings up a good point. Before I do that, I'm going to take me a quick drink of Dr. Pepper. It gets... My throat's already dry enough, and whatever. Professional. So, basically, this dude... And I'm actually going to do some more research on this to bring a second version of it. A follow-up to this video. But Jeff the Killer is most notably he's truly a fiction of reality, in that he could be real, he could be fake. It's up in the air, really, what Jeff the Killer really is. I'm gonna do more research on this guy and see if I can find anything out. Maybe I can actually talk to the guy or whatnot. I don't know. I'm just a small time YouTuber, so I'm not even a YouTuber. I don't have 10 subscribers yet, or 100. Bump up subscribers. And that goes for everybody watching all over the world, because I know I recently did a little thing on my video. I was looking at some stuff. You know what? I'm going to get into that on the next video. Anyway, so Jeff the Killer, he's skilled with knife. He's got really good speed. He's most notable for bringing forth Jane the Killer, who is his opposite almost in every way. And there was one story that came around online, and I've read it. It's a really good story. It's really worth the read. Jeff the Killer versus Slender Man. Really good story. Really worth the read. I'm not going to give anything away about it. But either way, Jeff the Killer, it's hard to really depict him in a way. Yes, there are serial killers in the world, so this might actually be true. But then again, I'm going to scroll down because that picture's creeping me out a little bit. But then again, you know, the origins of Jeff the Killer are too kind of surreal in a way to make it believable. But then again, we read the story on creepypasta and immediately think it's true. Yeah. So either way, I'm going to leave it up to you guys to decide on whether or not you believe in Jeff the Killer, or whether or not you think he's part of just some fictional story, or maybe he's real or whatnot. But this is what this show is going to be about, basically. I didn't explain it in the last episode. I did go back and rewatch the last Fictional Reality, and I didn't really explain too much about it, but this episode is this whole thing is basically about kind of bridging the gap between fiction and reality, and how modern day is affected by fiction. So, as time goes on and I do more of these, I'll go more in depth. Like when I do Slender Man, Fictional Reality Slender Man Part 2, I'm going to be very much more in depth. The same thing with Part 2 to this one, very much more in depth. I do plan to do Smile Dog, I do plan to do The Rake, I do plan to do a bunch of creepypastas, as well as urban legends such as Bloody Mary and all that other good stuff. And there's a car going by outside. Anyway, you guys, it's been great doing this video. I got a couple more videos to make for the entire week, because I'm going to be all over the place with scheduling for work, hanging out with my fiance, and trying to find some time to go hang out with friends and family. But either way, you guys, you have a wonderful day, night, evening, morning, afternoon, whatever time zone it is you guys are in. And as always, well, Reaper out.